I'd like to play one of my favorite fiddle tunes now. This one is called the Cherokee Shuffle, and it's related to a tune called Lost Indian, but it's a little bit more developed. It's actually got a 4-bar tag at the end of the second part, unlike the Lost Indian tune, but it's just a beautiful tune. It actually sort of has a little story, and I usually introduce it in concert as the Cherokee Shuttle, and just dedicate it to our brave shuttle pilots. So that's neither here nor there at this point, because I think they stopped flying the shuttle by the time you're going to see this. But we've got some great, it's always great to get out of your neighborhood for a little while. So let's think about that. So think about this tune is going to be in A. We're going to play this in A. It's been played in G. It's been played in other keys. But it's nice in A because you get to jump up into third position for a couple of things. The first part is fairly simple. Where we go to a F sharp minor, the relative minor of A major, right? So that's kind of nice. And then the second part is right, that's the second part of the first part. So the whole first part is right, so that's the whole thing, whole first part right there. So we have a nice little chord progression. It goes A. And you have the opportunity to play your fourth finger against the A and just make that right, so you have all those double stops available there, and then you jump up, and there we have that pesky fourth interval there when we're using, this is a little easier because we're using our second and first finger on the C sharp and the F sharp. And that's really important to get that in tune. So again, we start with the lowest note, make sure that's pretty in tune, and then we this is an interesting note for a lot of fiddles because a lot of fiddles have a kind of a peculiar ring to them when you play the F sharp against the C sharp. So you want to spend a little bit of time making sure that you get that well in tune, and then we go to right, so then it goes to the D, so I just played that in two different ways. I played it with a pickup, or you can play depending on your mood at the time. So that's pretty much the whole first part. Now the second part, we go back and forth between a 4 chord and a 1 chord. Now that's the first part of the second part, and you can see that we jump up to third position. Right, we can do that. So usually what I do is I just play an open E right before I jump up to the third position. So here we go. That's one way to do it. And that seems to be probably the best way. Right? And then you can play that C sharp note with the open A, and that's a very nice sound if it's in tune. And of course, it's kind of easy to get this in tune because it's kind of a natural node of intonation for most fiddles. And then we go back, the second part, same thing, starts the same. So this is where we have those extra couple of bars. So that's one way to play it. Here's another way to play it. So that little tag is the same tag as we use in the first part. So that's one way that you could play that. And of course that is the F sharp again, and that's where we have our little extra couple of bars. And then we just have the tag. And then that whole thing repeats. Play it again. The whole thing together. 1 and 2. So we have that little pickup. 1 and go. Again. And then the whole thing starts over again. So let's try the Cherokee shuttle.